Alright, YouTube peoples, just wanted to give you guys another update on the patch. It's Saturday, I don't even know what date it is, Saturday, September 3rd, and definitely starting to feel like fall. It's getting colder at night and daylight's getting less and less, so trying to get my pumpkins to grow as much as possible in the short amount of time we have left. But if it's anything like last year, it'll stay in the 80s a few days well into October and even November, and it gets really hot over here. Plants are looking good. I mean, you can see the leaves are looking really nice, especially on the fairy tale and the Big Macs. You know, it's been putting out more side shoots, side runners, and you see the main vines continue to grow. You know, there's a little bit of yellowing going on my leaves, and I saw that and I realized, oh crap, I haven't put Epsom salt in over a month. So I just used that yesterday, and then today I watered with the fish emulsion and the more bloom. The fish emulsion is more just to keep the leaves healthy, to keep the pumpkins growing, and the more bloom is to help, you know, pump the pumpkins up, you know, get them to grow more. I don't know if you can see my fairy tale that's right there. That was really nice, but the lobes are not what they're supposed to be, so I know it's still got a ways to go. And then there's that one over there underneath the cardboard. I can't reach over there, but it's definitely much bigger than this one right here. And that guy I'll show you in a little bit, but that's the monster. He's pushing 30 pounds, my guess. My Jardales, I moved them over here. You know, I let them sit out in the sun for 10 days to cure. Then I'll put them inside the house to store so it's not so hot. But check out the Big Macs. Man, this thing is like tripled in size since last video. It's growing good. It's growing kind of a, you know, fat, you know, squat shaped, and I probably should have just let it grow on its side, but I wanted a nice round pumpkin, so I got it, but it's kind of flat due to the weight, probably the weight of the vine on top, you know, coming down on it. But it's good. I mean, I've been spraying for aphids, really, you know, because they've been really bad. Oh crap. Yeah, I mean, all throughout this area where this grass is starting to grow, the underside of the leaves are just completely covered with aphids. So I did 2 applications 3 days apart, and from what I can see, there's a few left, but on the other leaves, all you have is these little black marks everywhere from all the aphids that dried up and died. I was like, let's see, got this guy going on over here, my fairy tale. It's my smallest one. It's still on the light green side, so I know it's still actively growing. Let's see, I'll cover that up right now. Oh yeah, my bell peppers. I didn't think it was actually going to put any out, but it did. I was just going to cut it and let the main stem get thicker for next year. Sun's hitting me and it's getting really hot now. But I just watered everything with fish emulsion and more bloom right now. So even on the ground here where the secondary vines are running, I got here's the main vine right here for the Jardale. Here's the one I pollinated 2 days ago, but it hasn't gotten any bigger, so I know it didn't take. Let's go here. But I do have this guy right there. And then I got 2 more that I pollinated. I got, let's see, that one, and that one. So I got 3 Jardales growing right now. The fairy tale, the big one. It's like, wow, look at that thing. It is massive. Well, I think it has to do with the fact that it's the only one, or it was the only one growing on it until 2 days ago. I pollinated another one. Let's see. Okay, over here. Let's check out the one Howden. There's that one. Yeah, it hasn't gotten any bigger. I think it's starting to turn orange. So if it does start to turn orange, I'll cut it off and let it continue ripening off the vine, and that way I still have enough time to let another one pollinate and grow. I mean, it only takes 4 weeks to grow after I pollinate them, so if we start now, before October, I'll have another one. Let's see. I can come over here. Ooh. Check out the Connecticut fields. Da-da-da. You see that guy right there? That's the only one growing on this plant. This plant just never really grew. I mean, it's far behind the other one over there, the second one. I mean, the vine's just curling around and going over there. This thing barely made it to here. Let's come over here. There's the Connecticut field that was growing on a secondary vine, and I don't know if you can see that, but it is starting to turn orange. So I'll give it another 2 or 3 days just to be sure. Then I'll cut it off and let another one grow. Same thing with this one. See, it's reached its maturity, its biggest size. It's starting to turn orange. So there's a nice size. Sorry for the camera, but it's in the way. Oh, sorry, the leaves are in the way. So yeah, those are the Connecticut fields. That one and this one are starting to turn orange. And my newly pollinated fairy tale that I pollinated 2 days ago. And whoa, didn't see that one. Shoot, I didn't know that one was opening. I didn't prepare a male flower for it. There's 3 of them open, but the bees took all the pollen out already, and they might have pollinated that one with something else, so I cut it off. That's fine. What else? Yeah, that's the patch for now, guys. I'll show you. This is my indigo rose clone, which is, you know, really taking off. I cut off about 20 tomatoes already because I don't want to stunt the plant. I want it to grow a little more. You can see I got rid of my red Russian kale. I mean, it was just terrible. It had powdery mildew. It was covered in aphids. Those little black aphids that look like rocks, the ones that broccoli gets. And then the worms have come back. I threw in the towel and I sprayed it with neem oil, but holy crap, I must have took like 40 eggs off of this thing in yesterday. My tomatoes are just pretty much done. You can see all the plants are starting to die back. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Well, damn it. Okay. Yeah, you can see I harvested pretty much all the big tomatoes off of this thing. They're good, but my definite winner was the black creme. And was it worth the effort trying to grow these things? Yes. Yes, it was. They were delicious. I was like, I've never had such a sweet tomato before. These are my other Cherokee purple clones. You can see the plant not doing so well. It's got black spots on the leaves and powdery mildew. These tomatoes are okay. No blossom end rot. I already harvested about half of all the indigo rose tomatoes. I mean, they're really good. There's so many of them. And then you see my cherry tomatoes not looking so good. You see a lot of the leaves are wilting and drooping, and been cutting off some of them. But I've harvested way more cherry tomatoes than I can eat from this one and the other one, so I would say those were winners. Here's my Cherokee Purple over here. I've harvested a few nice big tomatoes as well. I said good, but not as sweet as the Black Creme. You can see this thing's leaning so much. I have a feeling something's gonna snap pretty soon here. But you know, I'm not spending any more money on steaks or, you know, twine or whatever, or fertilizer like Tony. I'm using what I got. I'm not buying any more. It's getting late in the season, so whatever I can get from, you know, out of the pumpkins and the tomatoes with just water and what I got, that's fine. You see, these are not looking real good. And if they're, you know, if they're anything like the ones that I had over there, then I am in for some good eats, because they are really good. Yep, that's it, guys. Questions, comments, let me know. But like I said, it's definitely starting to feel like fall, and once all these leaves are dead and died back and I got the rest of my pumpkins on the yard, then I'll have my patch. All right, take care, guys. See you next week.